This is Ringside Report TV,
bringing you the results of Brandon Rios and Mike Alvarado, the trilogy.
And honestly, we were expecting an incredible fight. The first two are absolute classics. They were comparing them to the Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward fights, and honestly, Mike Alvarado, we had questions going in about his mental state with his legal troubles and whether he'd be 1 foot in the ring, 1 foot out the ring, as Shoyan said last week, and it wasn't the case. Huge destruction. Brandon Rios looked better than he has in years. I loved the fight from Rios, but it was completely disappointing. You had a quitting on his stool in the third round as Alvarado. Not much else to say about that, is that he didn't seem to want to be in the fight. He wasn't mentally all there.
Yeah, Rios looked rejuvenated. He looked sharp. He put in the work. So, I mean, I don't know about Alvarado. He kind of did, to me, looked a little bit kind of off. He didn't look like he was fully there. It looked like he kind of, his mind was somewhere else, and he didn't look like he was really in the fight ever.
Now, going into this fight, it seemed almost very vocal to boxing fans that this was do or die for both the fighters going into it. Alvarado at 34, like we said, maybe didn't take it too seriously going in. He also stated that in the post-fight conference, saying, "This is what I get for not taking it seriously." I say no. This is what you get for quitting on your stool. He was hurt, but he wasn't knockout hurt. These are the type of fights where referees want to give the benefit of the doubt to the fighters due to the first two fights, knowing that both these guys want to punish each other. The punishment only came one way with Brandon Rios, who at 28 years old said do or die, and he went in wanting to win that fight. I figure, had it not been quitting on Alvarado's part, he probably would have been taking a beating most of the night. Rios looked good.
Yeah, very good. But back to what you were saying, I just feel like he knew he was going to lose. He was in the right state of mind. So, I mean, if you don't think you're going to win it up there, you're not going to win the fight, Lev. You know that.
Yeah.
It's confidence, and he just knew it wasn't his night. So he just kind of threw in the towel just because he didn't want to take any further punishment.
But you got to wonder how that plays into his mind, because he said he didn't want to retire, although most people feel he should now. I agree with the fact that he should retire.
Most definitely.
However, he said he didn't, but he was getting booed by his hometown fans after he did that. Those were hardworking people that paid their good money to go see their hometown fighter in what they were expecting to see an action-packed, just an amazing fight. And they didn't see it thanks to their hometown guy. It wasn't the opponent. They had every right to boo. I don't want to see him continue. I don't think you'd see him past an ESPN Friday night fights against the likes of a Frankie Randall or David Diaz, another guy who's past it. And they won't be getting paid all too much. I don't see a point in him continuing because I don't see him being able to compete at a higher level.
Yes, but we do got to give it to Brandon Rios. He did look amazing. He looked rejuvenated. He did boxing. You saw it kind of in the ring. He wasn't, he did a little bit more boxing. He did establish the jab at least a little bit, somewhat, in the first round, and he had some vicious body shots, a lot of uppercuts. Like, he was very sharp.
So moving forward, for Rios, we know that there were talk of him with a fight with Timothy Bradley. Now, after seeing this performance, I'd be thrilled to see that fight. This was something that would be a big challenge for him. It's a big-name fighter. They both had their hurdles with Pacquiao, so why not take a loser's bracket match, so to speak, and I think that'd be a terrific fight. He also has talk of a bad blood match with Vicious Victor Ortiz. Less competitive fight for Rios, but I think that would also be entertaining, sell well. Two loud talkers. And lastly, he mentioned Provodnikov, another top-ranked fighter, so that would be an easy fight to make and would be a brutal fight of the year war, almost something reminiscent of the first couple fights with Alvarado.
Yes, very true. I think that's the fight that I want to see. I think it kind of it shows like which brawler can be more of a boxer. You gotta maybe make that transformation to being from a brawler to an actual clear-cut boxer, and kind of put him into that space with all the other elite fighters in their division.
That's absolutely right, Shoyan. That was an incredible fight, or incredible performance, I should say, from Brandon Rios Saturday night, getting the stoppage victory by retirement from Mike Alvarado.